Hey everyone, we're here at Korg for another patch of the week, and this is the Korg Volca Keys, one of the original 3 analog Volcas that debuted in 2012. And the Volca Keys is all about analog synth sounds. In this episode, we're going to be recreating the bass line from I Feel Love, a collaboration between Giorgio Moroder and Donna. The song was a pioneering track in electronic music and was accomplished with a huge Moog modular synthesizer, but you can just as easily build the sound in a compact Volca Keys here today. Let me show you the point from which I'm starting on Volca Keys. My detune, portamento, envelope generator intensity on the VCO is turned down. My cutoff is all the way up. My peak, otherwise known as resonance, is turned all the way down, as well as my EG int on the VCF. All of my LFO knobs are turned down. My attack is turned down, my decay release is turned down, and my sustain is turned all the way up. I'm in poly voice mode, and I'm in the middle octave. And if I play a note... So the first thing that we're going to want to do is switch to the unison voice mode. And if I play a note now... all 3 of the VCOs on Korg Volca Keys are in unison, going through the same filter. But they're in perfect tune with each other, so they sound a little too perfect. So if we turn up the detune on the VCO, now we're beginning to hear the kind of analog detune that you would find in a modular synth around the time that the original song was produced. So let's drop the octave. That sounds pretty good, and bring the cutoff down. Now, we still just have the sustain turned all the way up, so let's turn that down a little bit and turn up the decay release. And you can see when I release a note, the note trails off, but we also want that to happen in the VCF. So let's turn up the envelope generator intensity on the VCF. Now we're getting kind of a plucky sound. Maybe increase some of the detune. And let's drop the tempo all the way down. Now it's time to record a sequence. So let's make sure that our sequence is cleared by holding function and pressing the 16th step button. If I press play, you'll hear nothing, but I want to turn on the metronome by holding function and pressing metronome. And if I press play, I get a very slow metronome. And this is so that we can record our sequence very slow and then speed it up later. So let's press record, and this will arm the Volca Keys to record. You'll see it's flashing, so when I play a note, it'll immediately begin recording with the metronome. Turn off the metronome and crank up the tempo. But that's just one of 4 patterns that we want to record. So let's hold function and press the memory button and select the first pattern to write that pattern. Now let's clear that and do the same thing with a different set of notes. On the original song, this was accomplished by transposing a sequence on a Moog modular using an external keyboard. But we're going to do this by saving different sequences on the Korg Volca Keys and switching to them live. Now that we've cleared our sequence, we have nothing going on. So let's drop the tempo all the way back down once more and turn on the metronome. If I press play, I won't hear anything because I've cleared my sequence. So let's arm the Volca to record. Turn off the metronome. That's sounding pretty good already, so let's write that to the second pattern slot. Now let's once again clear our pattern, drop our tempo, turn on the metronome, and arm to record. Turn off the metronome, crank the tempo up. that sounds right. So let's write that to our third pattern slot. And finally, for the last time, let's clear our pattern, turn our tempo all the way down, turn on the metronome, and arm to record. Turn off our metronome, turn our tempo all the way up. Now, if we load up our first pattern, this pattern in C makes up the bulk of the song. Let's add in some delay.